All right. Looks like we've got a real hot topic on our hands today, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Our inbox is overflowing with articles all about Jack Dorsey and, well, Bitcoin. And everyone's asking the same question. What makes this guy a bona fide Bitcoin legend?
Hey, not just another Silicon Valley billionaire with a crypto side hustle, right?
Exactly. They want to know what's driving this deep, deep commitment to Bitcoin. So today, we're going deep. Deep dive time. We got to figure out what makes Jack tick when it comes to this whole Bitcoin thing.
Yeah, I think what gets me is just how early he was to the party. Like way back in 2009, Bitcoin's trading for what? Like 11 bucks? Peanuts.
$11. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You got to have some serious foresight to see the potential there, right? Most people hadn't even heard of it, let alone, bought
I
in.
mean, to be that early, you gotta be more than just some tech whiz, right? You gotta be practically a prophet or something. What did he see back then that everyone else missed?
Well, he's always been pretty outspoken about, the flaws he sees in the traditional financial system.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff about censorship and a lack of transparency and how hard it is for people to even get in the game, especially certain communities that have been, historically excluded.
Yeah, it's like he saw Bitcoin as this key to unlock things, right?
Mhm.
Empower people, give them a fair shot.
Level the playing field.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's on record, right? Calling the Bitcoin white paper, like the foundational document of the whole thing, he called it poetry, specifically highlighted how it solved the Byzantine generals problem, which, some people listening might know, is this notoriously tricky dilemma in distributed computing.
Yeah, it's not exactly light reading, is it?
Not at all. But that right there tells you something. This isn't some tech bro drooling over the latest shiny gadget. This is someone who, gets it,
Mhm.
understands what it all really means, the implications.
He saw the vision, right.
Mm.
But then he didn't just talk the talk. This is where it gets interesting, right?
Hmm.
2014, he takes this huge leap of faith and integrates Bitcoin into Square. I mean, that was a pretty bold move back then, wasn't it? Huge risk.
Oh, absolutely a gamble. But Dorsey's got this knack for making these calculated risks, and he pulls it off. This is the guy who, famously said you should be able to accept cash, check, or BTC. Like they're all on equal footing, all legitimate ways to do business.
That's a powerful
It
statement.
is. And it wasn't just talk. It actually made Bitcoin way more accessible to everyday people. It sent a clear signal to the whole business world like, hey, Bitcoin's here to stay. Take it seriously.
So it's like he's not just thinking about himself, his own gains,
Yeah.
right? He wants to, push the whole ecosystem forward. But it doesn't stop there, right? He's been a huge advocate for Bitcoin, especially on, X.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's used his platform to really fight misinformation, explain all this complex stuff in a way that, regular people can understand.
Break it down.
Yeah. He truly believes that knowledge is power, especially when it comes to, you know, money, finance, your own financial well-being.
And this brings us to, Block. It's holding what? Over 8,000 Bitcoin now?
That's right, 8,000.
That's a massive commitment, way beyond just dabbling.
Yeah, it's way more than just holding some Bitcoin, right? They've made it like a core part of their whole business model,
Yeah.
building all these tools and services that revolve around Bitcoin.
It's like they're not just betting on Bitcoin, they're, building the whole foundation for its future.
Exactly, it's that level of commitment. And I don't know if people realize, but he's also a huge supporter of Bitcoin developers, the people behind the scenes making it all work.
Yeah, the unsung heroes, right. Keeping everything running smoothly.
Exactly. And, that shows a real understanding of, how to make sure Bitcoin thrives in the long term.
He gets it. He
Yeah.
knows it's not just about the tech today, it's about the people building for tomorrow.
Right. He's fostering that talent, making sure Bitcoin stays strong, secure, for the long haul. But, it's not all just about like tech and business, right?
Look.
Dorsey's also using Bitcoin to actually make a difference in the world. You look at his work with Jay-Z on Bitcoin adoption in Africa, that Bitcoin Academy he set up for, underprivileged youth here in the US. That's where you see the real impact.
Yeah, that's amazing stuff. Really trying to make a difference.
Right. He's trying to empower those communities that traditional finance has kind of left behind. Like, think about Africa. So
Yeah.
many people there don't even have access to a bank.
Hard to even imagine, right?
Yeah. But Bitcoin can be this lifeline. It lets them store and move money safely and easily.
It's like a whole new financial system for folks who've been shut out of the old one.
And that Bitcoin Academy, that's all about giving young people the tools and knowledge they need to navigate this new world.
It's about creating a more inclusive and equitable financial future, right? Which, ties right back into his vision of this global decentralized system. And speaking of global, he's a fixture at Bitcoin conferences around the world.
Oh, yeah, he's basically a global ambassador for Bitcoin at this point,
Totally.
showing everyone its potential to break down barriers and connect people across borders.
And that's a future where everyone, has more control over their own finances no matter where they are. It's a powerful idea.
Very powerful. And, we can't forget about that iconic Satoshi shirt he wears. That's become like a symbol, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's way more than just a fashion statement, right?
Right. It's this nod to Satoshi Nakamoto, the mysterious creator of Bitcoin. And it shows Dorsey's deep respect for that original vision of a truly decentralized, censorship-resistant currency.
It's like a flag he's flying. This is what I believe in.
Yeah, it's a powerful statement.
So taking a step back, looking at it all, it's clear, right? Dorsey's early adoption, how he brought Bitcoin into his businesses, his tireless advocacy, the philanthropic stuff, that global vision he has, it all adds up to one thing. He's not just a Bitcoin fan. He's a true pioneer.
He's shaping the future of finance, no doubt.
Absolutely. And it makes you wonder, right? When you see someone like Dorsey with this unwavering belief in Bitcoin, what does that tell us about where we're headed, what's coming next?
That's the real question, isn't it? What possibilities are we just starting to see now? Definitely something to think about.
It's mind-blowing, really.
Wow.
So, everyone, this has been a fascinating deep dive into Jack Dorsey's world of Bitcoin. And trust me, this is just the beginning.
Just scratching the surface.
So keep digging, keep learning, and we'll see you in this deep dive.
Until then. See ya.
Bye.